Know that synergies and high stats are important in Super Auto Pets. Low stats but insane synergies? You can win early and easily. No synergies but massive stats? You can win later and even more easily. But is the order of your team even more important than synergies? Or even stats for that matter? Order can make or break your run. Small mistakes can lead to cataclysmic consequences. So, be very careful. Typically, you want to place your biggest pet at the front. This clears out enemies' big units and protects your own weak pets at the back. Even if your front pet faints, you have a higher chance of keeping more pets on the board, providing you with greater opportunities to win. However, I'm sure you've been here before. It's turn 1. You've put all your apples and otters into one pet, placed him proudly at the front, only for a moth to blast him into space, leaving you with nothing but shame. Always consider the possibility of a moth in packs where they are available. You can prevent this by simply placing your weakest pet at the front in the first 2 turns. Moths only have 1 health and will waste their ability on this martyr. When using the moth for yourself, apply the same logic and buff your weakest pet at the front to put shame on those who forget about the yellow assassin. If you or the pack lacks moths, then, after the first couple of turns, just place your biggest pets at the front as you normally would. Bees are master tiebreakers. Buying a honey on your pet at the back will give you the ability to spawn a bee, turning what would have been a draw into a glorious trophy. Whilst honey allows any pet to spawn a bee, some pets have built-in summons when they faint. I call these summon fainters. Early examples of these include crickets and spiders, but you will encounter many more. Placing these at the back is very often optimal, unless you have a summon team. So, you're a scumbag who's decided to take a shark or a turkey along with plenty of summon fainters. But wait! Oh no, what happened to my squad? Well, what happened is you got greedy! If you have no equipment on your summon team enablers, then do not place them on the back slot. Instead, bring them forward to the second slot. This will give them a much higher chance of surviving a crocodile bite. The crocodile deals 8 damage to your back unit, up to 3 times. This is a total of 24 damage. But wait, there are solutions if you still want to capitalize on that final slot. The lemon will reduce the maximum damage it can do from 24
all the way to a pathetic 12 damage.
Extra lives can revive your summon enabler, maintaining its level and its efficacy. Melons can reduce the crocodile damage, but only to 16, so buyer beware if you have 16 health or less on your chosen pet, as it will still die. You're on 1 life, but with only 1 win left before the 10 piece is yours. You click end turn enthusiastically, close your eyes and say, "No scorpion, no scorpion, no scorpion," only to open them again and be overwhelmed with a sense of dread as a scorpion tears through your 50-50 lemon bison that you worked so hard for. In shock you freeze and are met with the losing screen again. But fear no more. With the power of anti-scorpion technology, you will never lose in such an embarrassing way ever again. Simply placing a weak pet at the front as a sacrifice can completely block the scorpion's ability, saving your powerful pet and winning you the game that you would have otherwise lost. If your team has a dolphin, it will almost always target the scorpion and is also a great defense against them. Melon armor at the front is also a great option, as it will block the instant kill from scorpions, but only if the scorpion has less than 20 attack. Fortunately for you though, this is typical, with big scorpions being increasingly rare. Your overall best option is the lionfish. Not only will the lionfish remove the scorpion's nuts, but also any equipment on the first 1 to 3 pets. But what if you are the one using the scorpion? Well, you're going to need some anti-scorpion technology. An extra life on your Scorpion will allow it to survive a single hit from a sniper and come back with its peanut power. The extra life can also remove the melon armor from an opponent, only for it to spawn back, this time with nothing getting in its way. If you are unfortunate enough to not have an extra life in the pack you are playing, fear not, as placing the Scorpion one tile back from the front can work just as well for wheedling your way past the opponent's defenses. Placing a Scorpion any further back than this will make it much less useful, as typically scaling teams have only 1 to 2 big pets placed right at the front. Always remember your team's order. This is an amazing way to give yourself the edge on your opponents without relying on luck alone. Thanks for watching.